All right, this video is about putting a cheap speaker. I don't know if you can even see this speaker. It's so dark in here. Well, this is the speaker bar. And this is an old Insignia TV, but it's done well for me. So I brought it up in the living room because we don't really do much other than watch YouTube and like a little bit of music. So I don't buy a very expensive bar. So what I realized with this cheap bar is it has a optical wire plug-in, which I've got plugged in. And then it has three connections. And then the actual USB port's just for pictures because it's an older TV set. But it's been good to me. It's just a 1080, so we don't need much up here. A little dust on it. So I put everything technical in the basement. But what I figured out is this. For the soundbar, I use an optical cord. Okay? And I'm like, what the hell is it so distorted for? Well, I thought immediately that the speaker to the TV would automatically be turned off. But it's not. So what I've come up with, see all the garbage all over the place? Yeah. What I've come up with is this. How to fix this, because I'm surprised that there is not a switch on here that will fix this. So we're going to get some wire cutters, but they're never around when you need them. So we're going to do something we normally don't do because we're in a hurry to get this video done. Find some old head jacks or go and buy a cheap wire that plugs into your headset for, I didn't get them for like $3-4. A cheap wire that plugs into your headset and just let the two red and white inputs, stereo inputs dangle down the side. That's how you turn off your speaker to your TV set. So we're going to use this. This nice, pretty wicked, so I figured it'd cut right through that like nothing. So now these are done. Now, you got some exposed wires here. So, if you have an old set of headphones or, like if you're a gamer, dude, you usually have, if you don't throw all your shit out, which I keep all my stuff, so I keep all the connections and stuff, and I put all the connections in a box. So if you aren't doing that now, start doing it now, because you'll be glad you did it later. Because you'll find connections that you'll need. And this time, I saved these things. For whatever reason, I was like, yeah, I'm going to save them. Well, I could use them now. So I am just wrapping up these wires, because I don't know if plugging this in, if these wires touch, if it's going to cause a problem. I mean, there's still some wire looking there. The likelihood of that's probably slim, but why not tape them up real quick? Just tape them up real quick and be done with them. And then this will turn off the speaker to your TV, which distorts and sounds like shit. That's why you buy the soundbar. And this is how you get rid of. Now this could be, possibly, could work on some expensive things. I don't really want to spend $200 on a soundbar, or $1,200 at that matter. $200 being a low end good one, and $1,200 and up. But I just bought a cheap soundbar. Sounds great. So this is how you do it. I'm plugging it into my headphone jack now. Bang. Now that's just a worthless wire plugged into the headphone jack. Taped up. So now the speaker to the TV set is now shut off, and it shows this. And it's going to show different things depending on what TV you got. So then I take my TV controller and I kick over here, and there's auto fixed and there's audio variable. Well, I don't want to really deal with turning the TV, because this automatically puts the TV to full volume. Now every option is going to be different. And if you do have an option on your TV to turn off the TV speaker like I do, but it also turns off this, because I'm coming out of the output on the optical wire, so it turns the speaker off. So I'm like, oh, that's how I came up with this idea today. So then I'm going to pick this one, control volume from speaker. Okay, now we can put our speaker bar back on the platform that it was made for. Stick it right there in front of the TV set. If you can even see that, I don't know if you can. It's so dark, but whatever the fact. That's the cat, and they're making a noise. She's sick. Say, I'm so sick. I can see myself. Yeah, I'm so sick, but you'll be all right. You'll be all right. So I've come up with this idea. So we're going to go over here now and show you exactly how this works, because I need to get the TV controller. So now I'm going to show you. Listen. Turn the speaker on, and we won't be able to use because of copyrights. So remember, plug in a speaker headphone plug-in into there. Doesn't matter whether it's one you cut off like I just used and taped up, or you just use like an extension one that goes one end of the speaker wire with two ends where you can plug a red and white audio into it. It doesn't matter. You can use those too if you want. Just make sure they don't touch or whatever. I mean, I would think. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and we'll have to go to YouTube, something of my own music. Now it's going to be kind of jamming so I don't get copyrights. Maybe let me copyrights my own music. I've never thought about that. I could, I guess. I think it's happened to me before now that I think about it. So let's go to, where's my music? Oh, this piece of crap. Oh, there it is. My library, my videos. Okay. Give me a second here. We want music. So basically what you're doing is you're just turning off the TV speaker, and the output is still coming out to the sound bar. So you get rid of because the speaker distorts like a beast, and it destroys the sound of the sound bar and makes it sound like shit. And this only works on this type of low end setup is what this is about. This isn't about, high end, because I got high end stuff in the basement. We're not here to, do some great video. And that's why I'm just half-assing it right now. So what we'll do is we will go to one of my jams, I guess. I'll go to one of my jams so I'll get copyrighted, I guess. All right. So right now, it doesn't sound great because I recorded this off some trash. Now listen. You can listen when I have the phone up next to the TV. That's just the sound bar jamming. Now we unplug this. Now listen to the distortion. This speaker's distorting just enough to aggravate the shit out of you. So you're like, well, I don't need it. So I'm going to plug this headphone wire in there that's been disconnected. Now you got just the sound bar. And it sounds great. You're going to get this input look like this, like I said earlier. And you just got to choose it. I choose that one because the fact that I just want to control everything from my main speaker bar controller, which is this little tiny controller. Now I can control the sound from here. Well, that's how you get rid of your TV speaker if you don't have options in your settings to turn the speaker off, which this TV doesn't have. It's a cheap TV. It's a very affordable speaker bar, but it's all I need in this small room. But I've noticed I watched a lot of videos and there's not one like this, so I thought throw it out. Cheap sound bar to a cheap TV, and how to make the TV speaker turn off if there's not a setting to turn it off. Because there's a setting and you turn it off, but it shuts the sound bar off too. So if that's the problem you're running into, plug a headphone jack in, and you got optical wires coming out of the TV into the speaker bar. And then who uses a headphone jack? I don't, And then plug that in, and surprisingly, no music comes out of the headphones, which blows my mind. if you actually, let's try to put the headphones on and go, huh, there's no music coming out. So it's only going to this. So it's a weird setup, cheap TV, old TV, speaker bar that goes with the TV. They still make it, I was shocked. But there you go. Bye.